We're going to find out after this when we return to Impact.
Eric, when I was in California trying to focus on my recovery, and I had to learn about this tournament you're having for the championship without ever giving me a shot to show up and defend my title, I was quite upset. I protested. I still don't know if this was out of concern for my well-being or a liability issue, but I've been told plenty of times enough that the wheels are in motion, it's moving forward, and there's nothing I can do about it. So here's what I want. Good luck, Jeff Hardy, Kurt Angle, and Mr. Anderson. Anderson, one of you will soon be crowned with the World Championship title. When you do, I want first shot at it. That's not why I asked you down here. That's going to take care of itself. I know either of those three men will step up and do the right thing. I agree. I want to talk to you about my physical condition, because I hate being seen like this. I have so much resentment for being put in a position where people, anybody, looks at me as being vulnerable. I don't need people saying, Rob, I hope you're better in time. I will be better. In fact, my doctor has already given me a date of clearance.
When is it?
Eric, I'm going to be ready for a full return on 10-10-10. Eric, I want to return to fight Abyss, to make him suffer, to change the way that people look at him for freaking ever. That's what I want.
RVD, you want it, they want it, and I want it for you. Consider it done at Bound for Glory. RVD versus Abyss.
Boy, I understand. RVD wants vengeance in the worst way. You can't blame him in the least, but that's a 6'8", 350-pound lunatic.
I'll tell you, I'm excited to see it, but even though Van Dam's going to have clearance on that date, there's not a lot of buffer zone there. That's going to be tough.
It's Mike Tenay and Taz welcoming you to an Impact that has started off with a surprise. RVD returns to the ring at Bound for Glory
against Abyss. Van Dam, Abyss, Bound for Glory. I mean, Mike,
Van Dam can't be 100%.
There's no way. There's no way he's going to be 100% now or then.
Taz, it's 2 weeks from tonight. Very special live edition of Impact. It's called Before the Glory. And later tonight on Impact, our TNA president, Dixie Carter, has a major announcement.
Well, here comes the Pope.
Here comes the Pope, but what's the story behind it?
Not quite sure on that either.
Eric Bischoff still in the ring after making that match for Bound for Glory, 10-10-10, RVD against Abyss. And D'Angelo Dinero is headed to the ring. What the story is behind this?
Not quite sure. I mean, we saw the Pope compete against Anderson recently. At No Surrender, came close, was not able to advance to Bound for Glory, an opportunity at the World Heavyweight title.
How you doing, Eric? Yeah, I see you're in a good mood. You're out here just handing out favors left and right. So since you're in the mood to give favors, how about you do Pope a favor and tell me what the hell is going on around here? Look, man, let me tell you something. Pope's not new to the game. I'm true to the game, and I can smell crap a mile away, man, and I'm telling you, you're full of it. Now, listen. In the past month or so, I've done what few men have been able to do. My accomplishments are real high around here. Think about it. Pope defeated the monster Matt Morgan in the middle of the ring to advance to the Fatal 4-Way, if you understand what I'm saying, semifinal tournament. Then after that, the week following it, Pope in the Fatal 4-Way with his teammates, he pinned Kazarian's shoulders to the mat to give his team the victory. You remember that? And then the following week, Eric, Pope pinned the Olympic gold medalist shoulders right here in this ring. Hell, I gave Anderson a win. And look. I take my bumps and bruises like a man, so Pope's not going to complain about no surrender. We had a hiccup right there, just a little one. But please tell me, how in the world is RVD going to get a title shot for the first person that comes out on top at 10-10-10 Bound for Glory? Tell me, how in the world is Jeff Hardy and Kurt Angle, neither who have won their match, are being inserted into the main event at Bound for Glory? Huh? How come Pope isn't in that match as well? They didn't win. Go ahead, tell me.
I hope the hell you're not accusing me of what I think you're accusing me of. I hope that's not where this is going.
Easy. Pope's not accusing you of anything. I'm telling you, being that I'm from the streets, Daddy, you're a con man. You, my friend, you're a con man, Eric. And I know it.
Pope, I think you and I need to take this in the back. Let's discuss it privately like professionals. Not here, not this way, not now.
I guess Pope now is he's going to the principal's office. He does make some valid points, though.
And if we get any news about how this conversation is resolved, you're going to be the first to know. We're going to stay on top of this.
We haven't worked those together yet, so we haven't figured it out. Because we know the real beautiful people have not had the tag odds yet, so we need to do that tonight.
And you know what? In all fairness, I mean, we were the first female tag team of TNA, so I feel like it was self-routine for us. But anyways,
I agree.
It's okay. Well, we'll have to get back tonight. I'm pretty confident the original people.
Always confident. Always confident.
Yes. You okay?
No, not. I'm so pissed off right now. Madison thinks that stupid bitch and her bodyguard, Tara, think they can come beat my ass because I lose? Where's her gold? No, I'm not okay. I'm pissed. I have never seen her even this much upset. Whoa.
It's time for our Impact Player of the Week, Shannon Moore. Shannon Moore entered the world on July 27th, 1979, and ever since has had his eyes set firmly on the wrestling ring. Growing up in North Carolina, he befriended Jeff and Matt Hardy, who had similar aspirations for professional wrestling.
I started at just a real early age, man. It was always a childhood dream of mine, and then me, Matt, and Jeff, we were childhood friends, and from there, we started chasing the dream together. It was a passion that we all had, and I was fortunate to have a group to chase it with.
As his skills grew, so did his confidence. Soon the pursuit of his dream took him around the country on the independent circuit.
You hear the term, I eat, I sleep, and I breathe something. And I don't think a lot of people really understand what people mean whenever they say that. Pro wrestling's something that I've always, eaten, slept, and dreamed about my whole entire life. I mean, Hogan, that's one of the coolest things about, working with Hogan now is he's one of the guys just as a kid. I looked at him, he was a superhero to me. I mean, I had coffee mugs and I would drink my, my sodas out of that at dinner with my family. And, at that time, I wanted to be a pro wrestler, but I really didn't know what that desire was inside of me. whether or not I would become what Hogan is. And then now actually going to Hogan and talking to him, whether it's advice or whether it's, you know, just an idea or anything, like, it's one of the most amazing things ever.
Moore made the contacts that put him on the professional map, and he soon found himself in front of a television audience. In 2005, a vehicle Shannon was driving was struck head-on by a drunk driver in Fort Bragg, North Carolina. The injuries he sustained cost him his professional wrestling contract. The road to recovery led him back to the indie circuit and working at his new wrestling school known as the School of Punk.
I've always been labeled a high